Good morning. Thank you so much for tuning in on my channel, Creating in the Waiting. Today, we are going to be working on a bead for our line dot arrow design team project, and I am going to be probably doing a flip through tomorrow or the next day because she is done. And I do want to maybe put a little boho bead here on her spine, just simply with a jump ring or a bulb pin, because she's a little girl, so she doesn't need like a big tassel on her spine or anything. So I thought that it would be fun to do a paper bead. They're really, really cute on closures as well. And just because she's not bohemian doesn't mean that she can't technically get just a paper bead with some fibers. So the way that I like to do these, and by no means am I, like a bead maker. There are a lot of really, really good tutorials out on YouTube. I think it's Boho Dreams. I think her name is Sheila. She has a really good one. Natalie from Line Dot Arrow has an excellent one, as well as Natasha from Treasure Books. I don't angle mine. I'm just going to cut it into a strip, and then I'm going to wrap it around my bead. And I'm just going to use this paper, bearing in mind that most of this is going to get covered up. So you can just use like regular cardstock or paper or whatever. And these are literally just skewers. You can use a toothpick. I've seen people use straws, but for me, the straws are like super flimsy. And I'm just going to put a little bit of glue, and I don't have glue stick right now, so I'm just wondering how this is going to go. I'm just going to start a little bit of glue here, and we're simply making the paper bead. So I'm hoping that it's going to catch pretty quickly and not get all over my hands. And you're just going to want to roll it up like pretty tightly. I'm just going to try to get the roll going. This part for me is extremely hard for whatever reason. And sometimes I just feel like I do better without the skewer. Well, I was going to say something and I completely forgot. Let me try to maybe... So whenever you do this, it's not, for me, they don't ever look perfect. But whenever I start putting my wire wrap and everything on there, and they end up looking fine. So I'm just going to kind of, even if the paper bead looks kind of weird and wonky, I'm just going to continue to roll with it, because I feel like whenever I put everything on the bead, it'll look fine. And you can actually put like nail polish, I don't have any right now, on the bead to kind of like harden it, make it like an actual bead. So I feel like that's big enough. So I'm going to stop my bead there. Now you see how mine is just like this. Now if you were to do it like where your paper strip was like at an angle, whenever you start to fold it in, it'll take on a different shape. So I'm just going to try to get this down with this Fabri-Tac I seriously have got to get to a craft store to get some 3-in-1. And this is going to go onto an eye pin. And I'm going to, you see how that little hole is like kind of big, right? So to where it would like, oh, well, that's going to slip right off your eye pin. We're going to do some beading at the top to make, the whole kind of. So that's cute for me. I think it's cute. So we're going to go ahead and continue on. I am going to, I think, where is my eye pen? I had my eye pen right here. I don't really have any long ones right now, and I didn't want to use any silver, so I just used this eye pen. I'm hoping that my bead is going to fit on it. Nope. So my bead is a little bit too long. So I am going to pause you guys for a second and look and see if I can't possibly find my package of longer eye pins. And if not, I will just simply snip my bead to where, well, actually I'm probably just going to do that, to where it's a little bit shorter. And see how short it would actually need to be. I've seen mini, like little tiny beads before. I swear, I feel like I'm the only one who loses things. I can't even find my eye pen again. It's like it gets lost in things. I might just end up using silver. Yes, I have them just in here like this. Let's use that one. This was right here. How did I not? There's no way that was right there the whole time. There is no way. I'm gonna have to go back and watch this. Oh, here's a longer eye pen. I could have kept my bead longer. And it's silver. I think I might actually use this one because I'll be able to get more. Yeah, oh yeah, I gotta use a longer one. So make sure you have a longer one unless you want your beads super tiny, and you're not gonna put any beads on it. So you'll see what I mean. I'm glad I found that. All right, so I am going to just see kind of how I want my beads on here. And I just pulled some that I thought would look good. I think I might want the bead cap up here too, so I might have to pull another bead cap. Let's put this one because this one is bigger and it's gonna go down like on my bead. If I can get it. Now, I don't even know that I'm necessarily even going to be able to get all of these beads on here. So I'm just going to play with it real quick. So down at the bottom, I might not be able to get everything. I might just... Let me see if I want it like this. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is maybe put a little bit of glue. I wish I had 3 in 1 right here. I'm not getting my E6000 out. Whenever we, get all the beads on, it'll stay into place obviously a little bit better. I think though I want my bead there. Let me just put this directly kind of down on the paper. Glue is going to go all over this paper, so I'm not even worried about the glue. Let me try to raise y'all up a little bit. Hold on just a second. Okay, I feel like that might be a little bit better. Y'all were like way too close to me. I hope you guys are doing well. My son is officially in Hawaii. And I'm just gonna do this the best I can. I don't really stress about my little circle thing being, you know, perfect. I like to kind of make it to where it will loop in. I feel like it has a cute look to it, but I have managed to mess up my jewelry wire, or not wire, I need to get new tools. I just don't use, well, I mean, I guess I do use them quite often, now that I think about it. I like mine to have like a little loop-de-loop up there. So that's cute, and I know that it's good and on there, and I'll probably dangle a charm from that. Now I am going to see, you could stop here and you could have put nail polish on here and it gives it like a little shiny look. That would look super cute, but I think that I'm actually going to take it and maybe wrap some of my sari silk around it. And while doing so, I just want to thank all of my subscribers for being here. Thank you if you're just visiting my channel. I would really, really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing so that you don't miss anything that we might be doing over here at Creating in the Waiting. Okay, so I'm just gonna, you know, put some glue and then start wrapping my sari silk around. The bead. Kind of trying to go down at an angle maybe, and then coming back the opposite way, I find looks good. And if it doesn't cover that whole cardstock, I'm of course okay with that. That's why I chose one that's going to kind of match my journal. And I didn't even use cardstock. I just used, you know, my 30-pound HP paper that I had printed the digital onto. The digital kit that I am working with, like I stated at the beginning of the video, is Photographer's Work. I'll link all of that information in this description box below, as well as my Facebook group. So I could stop there. Oh my gosh, I love this bead already. But I do like the way the wire looks, and the wire helps to hold it on also. So sometimes I like to put a little bit of seed beads on here and wrap the beading around it also, but I don't have any small seed beads right now. And I'm just gonna cut some of this. And I don't know the thickness of this wire, but I do know I got it at Joann's, and I really, really liked all of the colors it came with. I have another, I don't want to call these tutorials, but I have another Let's Make a Boho bead video for one of the flip-flops that I did. And I do believe that if you go to that one, well, you don't want to totally rewatch that, I'm sure. But I think I do mention it in that video because I had just gotten it. Oh, this is going to be pretty. I'm wrapping around pretty tight, and then I'm just going to come back up in the opposite direction. And the thing with this wire is that it naturally wraps around your bead. Let's do this one. And we're just going to kind of do the same way. Oh, you know, I wanted to use these. Let me put some of this and then do my other wire. So I like to do these first. Let me just get some of that down. Pardon me. You know what? I'm going to take that off. And I will redo that. I like to do my fibers first and then the wire. And these aren't crazy fibers to where they're sticking out all over the place. And I do like those fibers also. However, I did not have any that would match this journal. So I just pulled this gold one. And again, I'm just wrapping it around my bead. And just go for the look that you like. And I'm just gonna come back this way. Oh, this is cute. And we will glue that little piece down. Now, again, the wire wrap is gonna also help to hold this on. Now let's see if I'm going to be able to use this little piece here. Sorry guys, I know I'm quiet. I'm trying to focus on getting that on there. Now if I had beads, oh, this would be very pretty. Oh, I love it. Very pretty. And then I'm just going to attach this to a jump ring and attach it straight onto that lace, that crochet lace. That is on my journal spine cover. Just, I think for me, starting it is the super hard part. Trying to kind of fix the way that looks up at the top. Trying to see this, where the thing is. I don't necessarily know that I want it to, I think I want it to almost end there. It started to like maybe get too bulky, like right there where it was wanting to stop. So I am more than pleased with this. Let me see if you guys can see that. Super pretty. Let me maybe see if I can find. So cute on this little spine. You know, it just adds a little something something. In my group I did a 2,000 member giveaway, and the journal that I created for it, I put a little boho bead on the spine, and honestly I'm just gonna attach it with a bulb pen. I don't even necessarily want a jump ring, so I'm gonna have to look in my bulb pens. I will be right back. I'm gonna try to find one. Be right back, guys. Okay guys, I found a bulb pen and I went ahead and attached it. So I literally just put my bulb pen on the bead and then just attached it to this lace. And then eventually, you know, whenever I start wrapping this up, I'm needing to find 2 beads, preferably ones that are obviously going to match this. So I've already done 2 beads down here, but I want to do some beading on these other cords. And then I might find a little charm, and then maybe I have a little button or something that would just kind of look cute. I'm gonna have to look through my charms. I actually kind of do like that. So I like just putting, like on these, sometimes just buttons, but I would need another jump ring if I did that. Or a bowl pin. Again, I'm probably going to dig in my charms and see if that's what we're going with. I've been hoarding that one because I was possibly going to put it on my next flip-flop that matched this. And I love that it already has like the little clasp. So I'm just going to attach it onto my Sari Silk closure. Now, I struggle getting these open. But honestly, this one isn't wanting to open. Yeah. It's not even... That's definitely not me. It's not wanting to... Okay, I think I got it to where it's wanting to work. I'm going to need to attach it this way. I could actually just come here and attach it. No, we couldn't actually do that. Let me take it off that. We definitely want it on the closure. I might want to do this. This clasp is pretty small. Might actually end up taking the clasp off and putting it on a bowl pin. Actually, it worked. Let me maybe try to tighten that up some and see what it's going to look like. It's kind of hanging pretty low. So I hadn't decided whether or not I want to cut this, and I don't think I do. I think I'm just going to send it to my friend, and if she wants to cut it, she can cut it. I'm going to leave it hanging just so it's there for her. So that is what she is looking like so far. I am in love with this bead. I hope that you enjoyed it too, and if you did, please consider hitting the like button, subscribing, and also hit that bell notification so that you are notified whenever I upload my next video. Bye for now.